Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a group of volunteers helped clean up a body of water here in eastern Kentucky, helping preserve the beauty of our region. And a group of kids take part in the first ever outdoor youth camp in one eastern Kentucky county, having fun and learning while enjoying nature.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Well, it's 5:30. Good morning to you. I'm Dakota Makris, and it's Monday, and we're hanging in there. Let's head over to Brandon for a look at your forecast. And Brandon, it's a comfortable start to the morning, maybe a light jacket if you're heading outside, taking your dogs out. I actually did not bring my sweater in today to work, so I'm upset.
There you go.
We all know I love my sweater. So.
That is true. This is true. But you left it home today.
I did.
And I wish we could leave some of this fog at home.
Yeah.
We have in some areas this morning. But this morning over in Pikeville along US 119, US 23, we're seeing just a touch of it there this morning, but not as bad as it is in some other places. So keep an eye on that this morning. 59 in Hazard and London. 59 also in Wise and Harlan. It is 54, our cool spot down in Jonesville, and 65 in Jackson is our warm spot. So again, here's the crazy thing. It's actually 5 degrees warmer in Wise today than it was this time yesterday. So it must have been a chilly morning yesterday, down to about 2 degrees colder in Somerset and London, and then 1 degree colder in Middlesboro. All right. Let's take a look at your breakfast forecast. If you're getting ready to head out the door, it's going to be a comfortable morning there for the most part. A little fog in some spots, and then a mix of sun and clouds as we head deeper into the day. And speaking of deeper into the day, 12-hour planner, sunrise 7:38 this morning and sunset at 7:01. So I went ahead and changed that graphic there at the end to a night graphic. But again, it's going to be a nice day out there. Get out there and enjoy it. Dakota?
All right, thank you. In August, 13-year-old Camden Cook was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia, a rare and aggressive form of cancer that affects the blood. And as many of us know, hospital bills, well, they can add up. That's when Camden's grandmother stepped in, hosting a fundraiser event in his honor. WYMT's Alyssa Williams was there at Riding for My Hero ATV event.
Tammy Williams and her husband host ATV charity rides for different organizations or people in need. But when her own grandson Camden was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia a few months ago, she knew what she had to do.
The day we found out about Cam, I told my husband, I said, we have to do this ride.
To help take care of Camden's medical bills, the community came together to help make the event a success. With several Letcher County businesses and even businesses in surrounding counties donating items to help out.
I'm honored because my son had brain cancer when he was 2, so I had a lot of support from people in the same way, so I was just honored to help them back.
Camden's family is overwhelmed by the love and support they have received.
It's a tearjerker, you know, people coming out and you really see how much your little small community's got you back here. And this place right here, Eastern Kentucky and Letcher County, this is a place that's all about family. And when something happens, everybody sticks together here.
Showing one another what it means to be Cam Strong.
Everybody say Cam Strong! Cam Strong!
In Letcher County, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
Camden's grandmother, Tammy Williams, says this event could not have been possible without the help from those generous donors. A creek cleanup event was held Saturday here in Perry County. Buffalo Camp and Ride hosted the event at its campground, cleaning the Buffalo Creek area. Several volunteers and campers came out in support. Volunteer Tracy Gibson says it is important to preserve our region.
It's such a pretty place to live. We're really blessed to be in a place where we've got such pretty scenery, especially this time of year. So it's better to keep it picked up, and that way we don't drive through and see trash laying on the side of the road.
Event coordinators say they plan to make it an annual event for those in the community. The first Knott County Youth Outdoor Camp came to an end Saturday, participating in several outdoor activities. The event saw a total of 18 children participate and 7 conservation officers help out. Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson says it was a great turnout.
The entire camp through the Hunter's Education course that Mr. Jack Lee provided for us, and all 18 of them was very successful and passed the class and earned their Hunter's Education certificate.
Now, the judge executive says they plan to make it an annual event and are looking forward to making next year's bigger and better. Well, as we are now well into fall, many people may start to deal with seasonal depression. WYMT's Chaz Jenkins spoke with health leaders on what mental illness is and how to deal with it.
Seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, a common problem for many during the fall and winter season.
They want to sleep a lot, they want to eat a lot, and begin to just not take interest in things that they've liked to do in the past.
One that comes about due to the shorter days, the body losing serotonin but gaining melatonin.
And actually lasts through the diagnosable condition is considered to be through December, January, and February.
Leaving health officials citing many ways to combat it.
Increase your activity level. Walking every day is often recommended. Also, light therapy. So people set up rooms in their homes with additional light.
A condition that is now diagnosable.
Whereas once it was kind of put under the rug, there was a stigma attached to it. And now mental health conditions are looked at as diagnosable and treatable.
And can be worse than normal depression.
If you have depression already and it increases as a result of the seasonal depression, then it can make you feel worse. People can want to just lay in the bed and not get up at all.
Giving insight into a yearly issue. In Knott County, Chaz Jenkins, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, Jones says as research becomes more and more common on seasonal depression, medicine and treatment will evolve and upgrade as well. Well, one city street over in Pike County was packed with arts, crafts, and everything in between. Pikeville's Creative Arts District, following the opening of the shops at 225, came together to join in on the celebration along with retail gating and wine tasting. The Appalachian Center for the Arts held its pop-up art in the plaza. Many other businesses came out into the streets to set up their own tables and enjoyed some of the fall weather, but many are looking forward to what is coming next.
Come down to the app, come down to the shops at 225, come to the arena, come to downtown Pikeville. There's so much happening, and I think sometimes the biggest regret people have is not knowing it's happening.
Now, officials with Pikeville's Creative District say they have much more planned in October and throughout the rest of the year. Well, folks in Richmond got to enjoy a brand new fall festival during the weekend. Grayson Passmore has more on the celebration.
A beautiful fall day in downtown Richmond, streets lined with people, pets, vendors, and crafts.
I think about communities around us, like Winchester has their beer cheese festival, Irvin has a mushroom festival, Berea has their spoon bread festival, so Richmond's new signature event is going to be the Millstone Festival. That's what we're going to be known for.
City Manager Rob Meinrich says the inaugural event was canceled last year due to COVID, and the community made sure to show up in full force Saturday, something that's good for morale and even better for small business.
To come out, showcase what they have, and people remember that. They're going to go back and visit them. They're going to come downtown.
And they're going to support local shops that took big hits the past year and a half.
We both lived here for almost 20 years. We went to school here and settled down, and it's kind of neat to be set up in your community and get to see all your friends and family members.
Sunny Mitchell and Brittany Vandekar started the Bent Needle as a hobby 4 years ago. Thanks to social media and festivals like this, the two have been able to turn a side project into a thriving business.
We didn't know what to expect with this being the first year, and the turnout. Richmond has shown up, and it's been wonderful.
A nice economic boost Meinrich plans to repeat for years to come. In Richmond, Grayson Passmore, WKYT.
A WKU student is now one of the youngest to finish in the history of the No Business 100 Miller race. Sophomore Jacob Morgan ran the race earlier this month. The race consists of about 14,000 feet of ascent that goes through the heart of the Big South Fork National River and Recreation Area. The course begins in Tennessee and crosses into Kentucky and has a total cutoff time of 33 hours. Well, Morgan ran it in 27, making him one of the youngest ever to finish.
It's it's so cool because I really hope that it can encourage others to get involved in this sport, you know, where we can learn to push our limits even further than what we think we're capable of at such a young age. With you, I always did it just because it was kind of something to do to let my energy out, you know. But as time has went on and I graduated high school, I really got into pushing the limits of what we think we're capable of.
Morgan will continue training for other races as well as put his name in a lottery drawing in hopes of being picked to run in the 2022 Western States 100. Well, just ahead this morning, a famous rap artist begins a new project, this time helping kids get some world-class education.
Rain chances are on the horizon, but small ones, at least for now. When could we see our next big system? I'll tell you in about 3 minutes.